There you go. Head of exec can't come, so.
Well, look at me. It's midterms, so a lot of people have midterms to get out.
Sorry, what's your name again?
Hannah.
Hannah Alize.
Okay.
I'll make my announcement to Hannah.
That's it.
Hey, it's like you have to listen to me because I'm making eye contact.
We were just doing the task force updates today.
I was really excited to hear them.
Hmm?
I was really excited to hear them.
Yeah.
But good people are on the live stream.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Look, it's Gabrielle. Hi, Gabrielle. Yeah, I was gonna have. I emailed a lot of. I texted a lot of the task force people to come. They said they would come.
Okay.
So we can wait, see
Yeah.
if they come.
For sure.
I know Brian, who founded the curriculum task force. He said he would come, and let's see, Trent's coming. He can update us on anything with maps.
Okay.
Then I don't know about ASL or the curriculum. I think DG's coming. Or not the curriculum, the cultural center task force.
Yeah, I just like.
Um,
I thought I just saw her.
okay. Well, yeah. We can wait.
Sounds good. I can't believe it's only one more week till fall break. It went by really fast.
But it was the best. I didn't even realize when midterms were coming up. So I thought it was like
No,
first to the
it's
second week. I was like, oh no. So
Yeah, I was hoping one of my professors would one of my math professors wasn't here for a week, and that was when our hardest material was, and the week he got back, he had an exam, so I was really hoping that he would push it back, but that didn't happen.
and it was the material on the test?
Yeah, that was the whole test.
Oh, that's gross.
I was well, that's pretty
Yeah.
bad, but it's fine, I guess.
Yeah. I wanted to meet with exec at the end, but again, not everybody could come.
Yeah,
So
it's okay to be like that.
Pickle said next, which is the meeting after fall break, to be just exec.
Okay.
Or at least half of it to be exec.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody in exec could be there.
How's everyone doing this morning?
I'm just looking at the sticker. Where is this, Simon?
I don't remember. I was just driving out.
It's at Ken's Corny Corn Maze. Duh.
Duh. It's in North Carolina.
I was just imagining you going through a corn maze.
It was not very when we went.
Is it for children or for
Well, when we went, the corn was already dead, so it was half. You could see over it, so it was pointless. But
Where did you hear about it?
I went with DSO,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know who heard about it, but someone wanted to go to a corn maze for some reason.
My friend wants to go to a haunted corn maze, and I want to go too, but I'm gonna bring my Jar Jar mask, so
You can be the haunted corn maze.
Yeah, so you can just right over the corn, you can see the little eye stalks coming
Oh,
out.
that's so. Yeah.
Yeah. Jar Jar.
So funny to me.
Yeah.
Are we waiting on anyone?
Well, I was waiting on.
We lost one person on the live stream.
I'm waiting on Brian. Because Brian was going to update us on the curriculum task force.
Okay.
And then, I was hoping DT would be here too. She said she was going to be here.
Fortunately and unfortunately, since Pride just happens to be today.
Yeah,
It's good that people are out there. Though.
Someone
Oh,
emailed,
right.
right? Someone emailed me, saying they were "Oh, Pride is today," and I was like, "Crap, I forgot."
Yeah, but it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
people are
people
out
out there.
Yeah, that's good. It's I'm glad nobody is here right now. But I'll just update everybody on.
You just get started for now.
I think we can just get started. Yeah. So today was going to be dedicated to just task force stuff and discussing what task forces need and where we want to go. But we can start with introductions for the two people on the live stream. So
Yeah.
I'm Simon. I'm the president. I'm president of DDA.
Should I make my announcement now?
Yeah, after introductions.
After introduction.
Okay, I'm Trent. I'm the Supreme Lord Commander Master of Coin for DDA.
Is that on the Constitution?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Hannah.
Hannah.
Don't have a title.
I'm Alize. I'm from the Chronicle, from Recess, the Arts and Culture section, and I'm here to make an announcement.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Hi.
It's okay.
What's
Do
your
you want
name?
to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Josie. I'm first year.
Cool.
Yeah,
Welcome, Josie.
thank you.
So, Elise, do you want to make your announcement?
Hello, everybody who's here on the live stream. My name's Elise, as I said earlier, and I'm the campus arts editor for Recess, which is the arts and culture section of the Chronicle. And we're just here to announce what our section does and also a new column that we've been debuting called Campus Voices. So although we are a subsection of the Chronicle, I want to clarify how our section differs from that of news or opinion, which is usually considered synonymous with the publication as a whole. So although we cover a wide range of events in the Triangle and on campus, we consider ourselves writers rather than journalists. And as writers, we believe that art and culture shouldn't exist in a bubble. It should be critiqued and discussed. And we believe that in order to effectively critique a work and break that bubble, we need to have a diversity of voices. So Recess writers, or people who write for our section, have a lot of freedom when it comes to what they want to write and how they want to write about it. So we appreciate any type of commentary on any form of media that you consume, and we really mean any type. We really like a diversity of what is being covered in our section. We also have a really wide range of events in the Durham community, so it's very likely that you will be able to find something that jives with you, and we always have more events than writers who can cover it. We also welcome personal pieces, and that's where our new column comes in, Campus Voices. And Campus Voices is a column where writers of historically marginalized backgrounds can write about a piece that's personal to them. And 2 weeks ago, we had someone write about the farewell and Chinese biculturalism, and it was a very lovely personal essay, which I highly recommend reading if you haven't done so. So if you're interested in kind of writing for our section, you can email me or email our editor-in-chief, whose name is a little bit more intuitive, Nina Wilder. Or you can email Simon if you're on the listserv, and he'll send out some information on the listserv, and you can kind of connect with us that way. But for the 3 people in the room, if you want to sign up, go ahead. You don't have to. And then we'll have that. And we meet every Monday at 7 p.m. in 301 Flowers, which is the 3rd floor of the same building where the Mary Lou Williams Center is. Thank you, Simon, for letting me come, and thank you, everyone, for listening to me.
Of course. A few people on the live stream, yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those Saturdays.
It's Pride and midterms week. But these are recorded, so, and we do get quite a few, like the last few meetings, we've had a lot of viewers rewatch our meetings.
That's good.
Yeah. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can feel free to leave if you want, but
Or
you're welcome to stay.
Do as you please.
So I was going to start off our task force progress and updates, and wanted to check in with some of the task forces. Though I know Brian was supposed to be here, and DT was supposed to be here as well. So we only have a couple task forces represented here, but you can start off with accessible mapping.
Yeah, I got
I know
nothing.
there's nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing
But
so far.
do you know what's planned?
Not really. I feel like last I checked, I didn't even get to talk to Manish yet. It was mainly Sam Lester, who just said we're just waiting around to work out some final design kinks, and of course rendering from 2-dimensional drawings to 3-dimensional files is probably the biggest thing that still needs to be done.
Is this your first meeting?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Task force.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
So,
Yeah.
Simon, do you want me to, or do you want me to?
Either way, you go.
Okay, so essentially the task force are just basically members of DDA are able to join on to certain projects on campus. So the one that I'm talking about right now is about accessibility mapping.
Okay.
A student, Manish Kumar, came to us last semester saying that he wanted help and guidance on this personal project of his, which is to create 3-dimensional tactile maps for every single building on Duke's campus in order to make it more accessible, especially to the visually impaired. But it's not just that. We also have other task forces as well. So we have one where we're trying to create a cultural center. And then we also have one for curriculum as well, which is where Brian was supposed to come in for.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, so they're just like little projects that you can get involved with.
Okay.
And then we just update each other
Okay.
every once in a while about it.
So, are you ever able to start your own project?
Yes,
Because,
yes, you're welcome.
I went to the very first one they had for the first general body meeting, and then I recently got into honor council, and they want to get involved with different groups, and I think it'd be a great opportunity in terms of like social advocacy to do something in between the two businesses. So I'm just wondering if there's like any like advocacy campaigns that you guys have right now, or something where you need support, or
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
I mean,
because,
everything.
everything. So, well, why don't we go through all the other task forces? So, and then I'll come back to like action items for like what we need. Oh, look, Deep's here. We can talk. Perfect timing. We're going to talk about the cultural center, curriculum, and all the task forces. So, some of the things we're doing right now, we have 4 big task forces that a lot of our members are involved in, and that includes other organizations as well. So, for example, our Cultural Center Task Force, we're trying to develop a physical space on campus for students with disabilities as not only a resource hub, but also a center of community around disability as an identity.
Social life.
Yeah, and we want it to be more centralized, and this is kind of moving towards building, the community aspect, the accessibility aspect, and the I don't know what I was going to say here, but I'm really bad at listing things. I feel like but it's really meant to kind of move towards breaking the stigma around disability and the identity of disability, and we're moving fairly fast with administration, talking with administration, where we've met on the board with I'm blanking on his name.
Such fancy names for all of their like.
Yeah, they all. But we met with multiple administrators, and we have multiple times, I guess, in the past, and we're meeting with the vice president for student affairs, vice provost for student affairs, Mary McMahon. Somewhat soon, in 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. So
When I first scheduled the meeting, I didn't realize it was during fall break.
so we moved it back a week.
Yeah, Friday, October 18th.
Yeah.
Any of you guys want to come? You are more than welcome.
Yeah, so things like that where we're pushing these big initiatives and trying to have Duke support some of these things and just try to allow and build, like actually create these spaces on campus. Like we'd really appreciate some of the support, maybe from anyone really. And I'm sure Honor Council is that what you're saying? Honor Council?
Honor Council.
Yeah, Honor Council probably could really help.
Okay.
Gabrielle.
Oh right, I was
Who exactly do we contact?
Yeah, so, well, yeah, we can read off the message. Who exactly do we contact if you would like to be involved with the task force? So you could contact DDA exec, me, or if you know the task force leaders personally, like their contact info, then by all means do that. But if you email me, I'll immediately give you all the contact info you need. I can send out the meeting times, add you to the groups, et cetera, et cetera. Each task force is really like they work to some degree very semi-autonomously. That's a good word. They have their own meetings from like weekly, bi-weekly to just organize what they're doing, and we don't update every week all our task forces because we don't have always like something big happening. Like we're not meeting with administration about cultural center stuff until 2 weeks. So, but yeah, another thing is the curriculum task force. In short, we're trying to develop a disability studies curriculum, which is somewhat, we don't know how it's going to be yet, like an initiative, a secondary major, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah,
Marion has been trying to get a certificate rolling on disability studies for quite a while now, probably since she has affiliations with the Health Humanities Lab and the Franklin Humanities Institute. And Maddie Fowler, who is one of our executive members, she's abroad this semester, but she's doing the program 2 major on disability studies. So there are like classes here and there, like in the history department or class list in other departments that have a disability component to them. Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
no, yeah, it's fine. And there's been a lot of like progress in terms of how they're planning. They actually threw out the idea of a certificate because they thought it would be too like it wouldn't fit what we would imagine it as. They imagined it, like how ICS is like kind of like is it a major? It's like a program.
International Comparative Studies.
Yeah.
That's a major.
It's a major, yeah. But the way they developed it was like the way they developed their major is that it's like overlapping with a ton of different departments. Like if you look at their website, the faculty is all not in. It's like secondary appointments in ICS, and there's like 3 core faculty. So things they've been looking at a lot. I haven't been to their last meeting, but they're looking at materials for like historically how departments have developed in certain departments, like in the archives, and Marion and Deborah Jensen, who are both with the Health Humanities Lab, they've applied for a grant funding this initiative. So, and there's stuff happening on the faculty side and the administration side, all sides really. It's very exciting.
So the curriculum task force is separate from the ASL task force?
Yes, which I was also hoping someone from the ASL task force would be here today to explain. They had their first meeting. They sent out a big email with a lot of information regarding not an email, it was in our group communication, but we're collaborating with people who are spearheading this task force and people from Duke ASL, which is a club, and last year they brought in a lot of instructors for like individual, like more house course like classes, but they really want to develop ASL into a actual foreign language that can be taken for foreign language credit here, and that's also been brought to the administration. A lot of this stuff has already been proposed and discussed positively with the administration.
But now the ball's starting to roll.
Yeah, so now it's like we're starting to push things forward. And,
I see.
so yeah, that's the gist of ASL. I was not at the first meeting, but I will send out more information in our recap today. I know they sent out a lot of things and opportunities to get involved in as small a way or as big a way as you want to. And so, yeah. All right, I guess I was leaving time for action items, like what we want to prepare for our next steps and things. But I guess since only 2-ish of our task force are represented here, we can just go do the 2. So for the mapping, I guess you want to get in contact with Manish.
Yeah.
Okay. And see where you are.
Yeah,
Where are you on
ultimately it's his project.
Yeah.
So like the Slack group has been pretty quiet for a while now, so I'm just gonna like bump it up and see, hey, what's going on? How can we help with things like that?
And you guys are still needing people that are I wouldn't know what the software is, but like looking for people who are proficient.
So the previous issue wasn't so much as we didn't have people that don't know how to run SolidWorks or Fusion or something like that. The issue was converting the files that don't mesh very well together. That was a previous issue. But over the
Did you use
summer,
both?
yeah, for the most part, because not everyone has access to SolidWorks because Pratt stars only, and even so, only certain types of Pratt stars can have them.
Amazing.
But yeah. So essentially, it was just ultimately a software communication thing that was resolved over the summer. So I think everyone, now that their schedule is starting to settle in, although now it's midterms, are starting to pick up again. It's ultimately up to see where Manish wants to.
Okay. Well, let's see. You guys made that prototype last semester, and so made a lot of progress. And they're starting with West Union.
So use this little thing over here.
They're starting with West Union as a
3D,
really cool.
what they're running. Yeah, so very cool. So for the cultural center, I know we need to prepare some materials.
We need to
We need
get
to
that,
prepare a report.
a secondary report done.
Yeah, so the context for that, I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, so we're meeting with the new Vice Provost of Student Affairs, aka the new Larry Mineta, Mary Pat McMahon. She seems pretty excited to meet with us. Didn't know that disability accessibility was probably as big of or prominent of an issue. I still have to email Gary Bennett and ask if he can join us on the meeting on Friday, October 18th at 2 p.m. But before that, we want to prepare we already had a preliminary report showing our student interest in having a disability cultural center. We had distributed a survey last year asking if students would be interested in having this kind of space, and if so, where. For the most part, 88% of students said yes. But now for the secondary report that we would want to give to Mary Pat as a follow-up to our meeting, it would probably, the way we were thinking of structuring it was this is what all our peer institutions are doing. Look at all these other universities that have disability cultural centers, because that tends to be a pretty compelling argument.
Hit them where it hurts, their pride.
Yeah.
Usually both.
Yeah, similar for ASL, there are a lot of especially Ivy universities that offer American Sign Language courses WISE and deep listening. So just preparing, we already have the list of universities with disability cultural centers and the links and the contact information for each of them. We just have to write up a little blurb about each. I will try to work on this week. I may not be able to get to it until fall break because next week is a little busy, but
Everybody.
yeah, the document is on our Google Drive. I can share it with everyone. If you have anything that you want to add or edit, feel free. Yeah. That's about it.
Great. Yeah, that's the main thing I was concerned about. I don't know where we are with the secondary report.
It's we have it's
'Cause I
not
know
it's a blank sheet of paper.
Last semester, I remember we worked on it a bit,
Yeah.
and we got it a pretty solid structure in there.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's more than outlined. It's just a matter
It's
of
pretty filled in too. But
filling in the blanks and
it's just
reformatting it.
details about these other cultural centers that we need to fill in. So
Yeah.
okay,
And probably reformatting it as and then with a specific objective as opposed to just a laundry list of all the different existing disability spaces at college campuses.
right. Okay. I'm wondering if Simran is on here. She knows more about the ASL. She said she'd be on the live stream again.
I'm part of the group chat that is doing the advocacy for the ASL.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Do you want to read off? They sent out a big info
They
thing
had
that they want to share.
so it's a Google document of everything that they're working on, and a lot of it seems to be just reaching out and the most immediate steps that they're working on is reaching out and gathering input. So reaching out to the linguistics department, the German department, SDAO, which is the Student Disability Access Office. And I think they were trying to circulate 2 different petitions, one amongst students and one amongst faculty.
Okay.
It's would you support introducing an ASL curriculum at school, at Duke, and of course making a list of other schools that have ASL. So I think it's like pretty similar to the cultural center like pathway. But yeah, if anybody's interested, they should reach out to Bailey Bogle, or you can just tell me and I can add you to the group chat.
Yeah. So I guess that finishes our task force things. I guess that's all I wanted to do for this meeting. Some announcements. Our exec applications are out. Or it's just an interest form.
He's replaced me.
Yeah, Trent needs a replacement because he's old and graduating. He's our treasurer for this semester. So, but yeah, if you're at all interested in DDA and organizing all of our efforts together, and all these initiatives that we have going on with our task forces, don't. I was gonna say, sorry, Brian just texted me. He said he could talk about the task force if I called him, but I don't know if I could broadcast it to everybody. But yeah, if you're interested in working with DDA, coordinating all our initiatives together, or if you're interested in joining a particular task force, and contact us, fill out that interest form, etc., etc. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Should I call Brian? It would be like,
See if we can put him on speaker.
yeah, I don't know. It might be good. He might have a lot to say because they had a couple meetings.
Which task force was this?
The curriculum task force, Brian Rush. Yeah.
I actually have to head out now.
Okay, that's
But it was really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josie.
Thank you. And I have an honor council meeting on Monday, so I'll let them know what you guys are up to. and what
Great,
you-
thanks. And just email us if you
Yeah,
want.
we will.
So yeah,
Okay.
Thanks,
awesome.
Josie.
Thank you.
bye. I'm gonna call Brian now.
Yeah.
This might or might not work. Oh, it's pretty loud.
Hey.
Bye, Brian.
Okay. Yeah. So January right now, we'll keep it up here.
What's that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Can show you guys the one down. We'll keep it up there.
Yeah, we were just sharing updates and progress and action items, etc.
Cool. Yeah. And everything's good with the senior plan?
It's like sort of working, sort of not working.
I can get glimpses, not glimpses, bits of it.
Yeah,
It works.
I can repeat to everybody.
Okay.
Sorry, Brian.
My bad. We currently have 3 primary initiatives going. We have one, which Alex is heading up, which is the kind of creation of a survey to distribute. We picked out what kind of listers or what channels to distribute it through. As well as the kind of curating the questions in regards to kind of interest towards the curriculum, language around it, and the kind of issues that one might face with certificates or programs to kind of what's already on campus and how kind of issues with a positive and what's already on campus can be applied to this new program.
Okay. So this is all going into gauging interest and such on campus, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah. And do you say you guys already picked out which listservs?
Already what?
Picked out the listservs and the email lists that you would send them?
This is a preliminary look back, and there's something that takes place.
Okay.
And it's all in the document.
Awesome. Okay. Great.
So that's one. Two, which is what I'm be developed. The particular, I'm looking at the ICS department,
Mm-hmm.
not the public program, the ICS program, and how it evolved. The structure of the program, and so kind of the language is built around that, and how it is further steps that have to be taken for the creation of the ICS program, and just kind of more nuts and bolts of something that.
Okay. So wait, did I cut you off? Sorry.
You've got people just working on kind of how to express the word, how to change conversation around how to change the conversation. So kind of happen at the moment.
Okay.
So basically, don't make it an afterthought.
Yeah. So it's like more advocacy focused. Like I guess more.
More
like
of a
the actual.
more of a baseline consideration.
Yeah. Okay, it's great. Wow, it's so organized too. 3 initiatives.
Yeah.
Very sweet and short and concise.
Yeah.
What's the idiom? I don't know. But anyways, thanks, Brian. That really helped. So is there anything that's like in particular you need, like you guys are needing, or like that's like urgent in terms of
Gasoline,
what's developing?
Ski masks.
No ski masks. No gasoline.
No,
Okay, great.
We're hoping that we need about 10 every 2 weeks. So next Monday we'll be meeting.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll be having a survey, like a small survey, done by next Sunday.
Okay.
And hopefully also by next Sunday we'll go through the archive, like kind of keep those that data collection and such, and then we'll have some ideas to present about that. Well, maybe either next Saturday or the week after. We'll be more ready to engage with all of that.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Oh man, so much progress.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian.
Of course, thank you.
Yeah, and have a good day.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
See you later then.
Bye.
Be good.
And there we go.
It worked. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat everything because it was kind of hard to hear,
Couldn't hear,
especially even from here. So he basically has 3 initiatives, or they've set out 3 initiatives. One is the creation of a survey to gauge interest around campus in this program. They need to choose which listservs, where to send it out, curating questions, tailoring the language around it so that people can really explicitly express interest in like a program or a department or et cetera, like an interdisciplinary ICS-esque thing. Or it would be, that's it. So that's headed by Ali Sloan, who's one of the founders of the task force. Brian is working with the archive to look at previous history of like how targets have developed, and he said ICS is the one he was looking at in particular. And the third one is the advocacy, like more advocacy focused, changing the conversation around disability studies. So yeah, I hope everybody on stream could hear that too. But so yeah, if you want to get involved in any of those, or if you want to bring any more ideas to the curriculum task force, just email us. If you know Brian's email, I'll include his contact info in our emails. So yeah, cool. That's about it.
That's all right.
Thank you everybody for coming. Yeah.
Good luck with midterms.
Good luck with midterms. Jeez.
Be like that.
Trent, I actually want to talk about the contract stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm in the dark and I don't know.
Yeah.
anything
Sorry, I
about
should have kept you updated.
it. No, it's my fault. 'Cause I don't know
Yeah,
anything.
so the movie went well. Cinemability screening went well. Jenny Gold was there, talked to her a bit. The theater was full, which is always good,
Yeah.
and Q&A was great as well. So in terms of the financial logistics about it, it took a bit of convincing for them, but essentially Dan's initial plan for us to transfer the $600 to his fund code for him to
Right.
give the honorarium is not allowed.
Right.
So I managed to convince them to let me write a retroactive contract in
Okay.
order to present the honorarium because it was such short notice.
Right.
Normally these contracts require 4 weeks, but we only got the message 2 weeks before the event, 2.5 weeks
Right.
before the event. So I explained that to them and they said, fine, we will allow it. So currently I have sent all this, so they have transferred us the money for use to be presented as an honorarium to Jenny Gould, but she has to fill out 2 forms, the ICC, which is the
She has to.
individual contract cover
Uh.
sheet, and the and give us her tax information. So anyway, I sent that to Dan, who sent it to Jenny, and I'm just waiting for that back. I filled up all the paperwork from our end, and
Awesome.
now it's just
Thank
a
you,
waiting
Trent.
game.
Oh, this is why we need someone to learn from Trent.
If you be my Padawan, I'll make you food. Yeah, you get to choose the caterer.
Actually, Hannah,
Mhm.
you brought up that issue last time. It was like, can we have 2 people access these, like, have the same like permissions as a full treasurer?
Yes, you
You
can.
can?
Yeah, you
Because I
can be.
thought like
You could be an authorized spender.
right.
Oh,
But I
that's what
thought
the
that all of
person
that paperwork is filled out in the spring.
No,
Okay. Because don't you have to do training and stuff? Because that's what you usually have to do.
Training is on Sakai. It's just
Right.
a few
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
Okay, I
and,
see.
According to Brian, it's authorized spender.
Okay, that's right.
Okay,
I
but
forgot about that.
yeah,
Thanks,
exact
Brian.
applications are out. Woo!
yes. So if you're interested, like,
Mhm.
please.
Yeah, I already treasured
Why
for
would
another
you-
club.
Oh
So it
no!
was-
If you already done that training, you don't have to do it again.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
All I have to do is fill out,
Right.
get your unique ID, fill you out as an authorized spender, and that's basically it.
But I couldn't go to like meetings or anything for DBA then because don't they usually need the treasurer or the president to go for like SOFC meetings and stuff? Like the
No.
SOFC.
Usually,
Okay.
not usually.
That's what I always thought. That's what I
I-
always read.
I could, I could ask, but it's nothing that I've really had experience with because I've usually
Thank you,
always been the one
everybody.
that does things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
awesome.
Seriously,
Okay.
if you want to start, and you